Yeah, g'day everyone, and welcome to our live AFL Round 24 watch-along between good old Collingwood against the Brisbane Lions, playing at the MCG. This is one of the biggest rivals in modern AFL. Two powerful clubs, two recent premiership contenders, and every time these sides meet, it feels like finals footy. The Magpies will be looking to defend their home turf in front of a massive MCG crowd. While the Lions are determined to continue their recent dominance against Collingwood and win this, try to aim for top 4 and get a three-peat for end of the year winning the premiership. Let's get into tonight's clash between Collingwood and the Brisbane Lions. Since the amalgamation of Brisbane Bears and Fisher Lions in 1997, the Brisbane Lions have won 26 games, the Collingwood's won 19, and there's been 3 draws. Brisbane hold the overall advantage, but recent matches have been fiercely contested. This year, the Lions beat Collingwood at a Gabba by 54 points. Last year in the preliminary final, the Lions beat Collingwood by 29 points, and also they won their other game in 2025 for 27 points. However, in 2024, the Magpies beat the Lions twice. One game by 1 point and the second game by 20 points. Can Collingwood stop Brisbane's momentum? What do you think? In theory, the Brisbane Lions need to win this to keep their top 4 hope, whereas Collingwood can't go below 8th, or they can't go to 6th. They're 7th. They can go 8th, the time 7th 8th, but it's going to be against the Victorian side, so it'll be a game at the MCG, irrespectively if they're hosting or playing away against either. It's more likely it might be the Doggies. So if Collingwood finish 8th or 9th, it's either Bulldogs 8th or Collingwood 8th, Bulldogs 9th or Collingwood 9th. So irrespectively for this game, if I was Collingwood, I'll restrict them Dacos minutes, and if he's their main star franchise player, give him some game time, but not 100% of the game, because at the end of the day, next week is when it matters. Do or die next week wild card. Just looking at this rivalry, the Lions have had the better of this rivalry lately, and they have now become one of our league sides. Collingwood do have that never say die attitude, which means you can never write them off, especially in front of the Collingwood faithful, the black and white army at the MCG. Fun facts about Collingwood. They're a pretty successful club, AFL, with 16 VFL AFL premierships. The Collingwood consistently rank up among AFL's biggest membership base, and they have massive crowd. They play more high-profile games at the G than any other clubs. And the Magpies, or their nickname, comes from the jersey colour of the colour of their jersey, black and white. All right, let's do the same thing about the Brisbane Lions. Oh, Peter! I remember once, 3 years ago, I got tickets to go to the Crows Collingwood game, and I sat with all the Collingwood supporters as a Crows supporter. It was interesting. Interesting words to listen to by the crowd. But I've been to a few different AFL away games when the Crows are playing away, and a lot of supporters are pretty similar. You have the good ones, and you have the so-called bad ones. Fun facts about the Lions: they won 3 straight premierships in 2001, 2, and 3, and they've won back-to-back in 25 and 24, so they're going for a three-peat this year. They had one of the greatest dynasties in the early 2000s with that gun players like Michael Ross, Ackerman, Simon Black, and Jonathan Brown, who works for KO, and as well as Michael Ross, the ex-coach, who was discarded by the Blues earlier this year, who's also working Foxtel. Right now, Brisbane is one of the most powerful clubs in the modern era of football. They won 2 straight, and they're going for three-peat this year. So yeah, I'm going to tip Brisbane by 26 points. Just time. Because they still need percentage, because in theory, if you want 3rd spot to play against Sydney, hey Jared, I can see, yeah, so if Collingwood wins by, say, 20 points, Brisbane wins by 20 points, they're only like 4% above Hawthorn, and Hawthorn's got West Coast the very last game of the year, so Hawthorn knows the assignment. They probably just need to win by like 40 points and they'll get third spot. So the winner of Hawthorn or Collingwood, Brisbane will play Sydney Swans. The depleted Sydney Swans side. Although Zach Bailey, the free agent for 55 out kicks, marked by Logan Morris against Frampton. What a set of clears. 40 odd seconds, bang, the Lions. And he's marked it, a couple of meters next to the left side full line. He's on snap, walk 2 steps out, Logan Morris, snap on his right foot. Should be first goal to the Lions. I might as well mark him on my scoreboard. Logan Morris, 3rd year in the list, or 2 years, 2 premierships. I'm saying he's gonna kick it. Bang, Logan Morris. Lions, 1 straight 6. Collingwood 0.0. Just like that, bang. First clearance, just like that, bang. Because in theory, this game doesn't really matter for Collingwood, whereas the Lions need to win by a lot. They need to win by 60, 70 points, so Hawthorn has to beat West Coast by over 100 to steal 3rd spot from them if Brisbane wins this game. It's all about percentage now. And Zach Bailey won assists. Will he stay at the Lions, or will he sign a big dollar move for the Crows as a free agent? Come 5-6 weeks time in the off season, time will tell. Right, back in the centre, DeGoey, Dunkley, no, Darcy Cameron, Pendlebury, handballs it. He's got Allen kicks a goal. Game's tied, 6 points apiece. The Magpies equalise or evens the score straight away. Hey Jared, how you going? This is home Brisbane Lions percentage. They need a massive win tonight to get 3rd spot. To play Sydney in week 1. At the depleted Sydney Swan, or not depleted. They've got 3 all-star players out. Warner, Heaney and Blakey. So teams, Hawthorn or Brisbane will come 3rd. They want to submit to get 3rd spot and play Sydney in week 1 of the finals. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Collingwood wins the clearance, but good defensive mark by Dane Zorko. Oh, oops, my scoreboard disappeared. Where's this rolling scroll? There. Inside 50, Frampton scores Logan Morris. And then good score by Liam Puncher. That time Puncher came out to help Bitty Boy Frampton. From the ball up, Ashcroft, kick gets smarter, 3 out in Collingwood's defense. Now, Allen gives it to Josh Dacos. Backwards to Ed Allen. Josh Dacos just dump kicks it. And Pendlebury spoils Zorka. Will Ashcroft gives it to Zorko, 60 out from goal, runs backwards, sideways, kicks backwards, misses target. Darcy Gardner, he took the tackle on but broke the tackle. Now, Fletcher kicked it. Was that Michael bump ball? Umpire says bump ball, play on, ball up. So it's attempted mark by Connor McKenna. Yep, ball up 40 out from the Lions goal. Hamron beats Draper, free kick D. Free kick. Is it Ron? No, it's Ron Steele. I mean Ed Allen. Ed Allen kicks it, defensive wing. DeGoey, chest marks it against Darcy Gardner. Gives it to N. Dacos. Handles over the top to DeGoey. 1 year left for his contract. Now, gives it to Hayes. Handballs it. Pendlebury gives it back to Hayes. Hayes kicks inside 50. Cripps, does he mark? Oh, was he slung when he tried to mark? No. Looked like Jared Berry slung him, but no. That's good. Hopefully you had a good day, Jared. I had a busy day at work today, but all good. You can hear the Collingwood supporters not happy, and I agree. Looked like Chris was dumped off. I meant when he tried to attempt the mark. So play on. Shoots? No. The ball's still locked in Collingwood's forward line. Ball up, 3 out in Collingwood's goal. 6 points apiece. Now, Pendlebury, out of contract in this year. Will the veteran play on another year next year, or will he retire? It'll be interesting to see what happens with Scott Pendlebury, the gun player he is. Awesome player. Draper, and against Darcy Cameron wins here that. Over the top, Josh Dacos, 30 out, left foot near the boundary, poor kick, not enough power, straight to Ty Gallup, back from that suspension on the incident that he pushed a power player. Was it Georgiades? I think he got a 3-week suspension. So Gallup's back. Now, Harris Andrew dump kicks it at the centre half back for the Lions. Off hands. Cameron. The goalie from 70 out. Gives it to Dacos. High kick. And Membry marks at the former Saint. Tim Membry. 45 out. 45 metres out on a 30-degree angle. Tim Membry. Dacos is off. Maybe they're going to rotate his minutes. I wouldn't play much of Dacos today. I didn't give him 30% game time for getting injured. Next week's more important. Membry from 50 out, misses. Is that a point or out of full? Snuck in for a point. I was in a day for Collingwood. This game doesn't matter. I don't think it's the wild card next week. We lose next week, they're out. We lose today, they're still playing next week. So today's result, or tonight's result, is irrespective. It doesn't have any impact on Collingwood. Whereas the Lions, if they lose today, they could finish 7th. If Crows, Melbourne, Hawthorn, Geelong, all of them, those teams below Lions win. And the Lions will probably be 7th. Potentially. The goalie handballs over the top. So this game is so important for Brisbane. Pendlebury handballs it straight to Ned Long inside 50, loose player. Hayes. Will Hayes marks at 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. So Will Hayes. Hayes misses. Behind the Collingwood, that's 1-8. You gotta put a little bit of pressure on this powerful Brisbane Lions team. Awesome midfield. Kick out from the Lions. Easy mark. Gallup back from suspension. Centre half back, he marks it. Now kicks it into the corridor. Risky. Barry couldn't mark it. Dan Houston gives it to Darcy Cameron. Now, backwards from Ned Long. They go even further back in the defense. Puncher marks a defensive 60 for Collingwood. Liam Puncher. Taking the mid-season draft. 6-7 weeks ago. Kicks it down line the wing. Charlie West couldn't mark it. Fletcher. To Darcy Wilnot, to Lockley Neal, could be playing for Collingwood next year. El Neal. Now, Ashcroft, Levi, defensive 50 for the Lions. Oh, good contested mark from Berry, but plays on correctly. Centre wing, kicks it out of full. Collingwood 3. Now, straight to Zorka. Now, Zorka, I think it's hit the post. Oh, it's clipped the post, I reckon. They're not going to review it. It looked like it hit the post. Con got away for that. Straight to Zorko. Another risky kick. Now this time Ashcroft marks it, gives it to his teammate. Looks like McKenna's blasted the goal into Punt Road. What a kick. 2-1-13. Errors from Collingwood. It's a nothing game for Brisbane. I mean, Collingwood, sorry. It's a nothing game for Collingwood. Next week matters for Collingwood. The worst thing would be Collingwood is to lose some players to injuries right now. It's a nothing game for the Maggies. Ball's back in the centre. Ned Long. Cripps couldn't get it. Tackles Rayner with the helmet on. Side bottom, who'll be retiring this year. Tackles Loman, out of contract next year. Loman and Logan Morris next year, both two young Brisbane Lions players out of contract next year, end of next year. Rayner picks the ball up, gives it to Levi, kicks inside 50. Houston almost took out Frampton, and then Will Ashcroft kicks behind. Had more time than that, Will Ashcroft. I got him like 28 votes. I got him second with Brownlee, but they done 28 votes. Him and Bailey Smith. I got them two, Smith and Ashcroft on 28 votes, and Nick Dacos on 43. Was it? Yeah. They got Dacos wing it easily. Sideball kicks the centre wing. Darcy Cameron couldn't mark it. Will Moff just dropped the ball, kicked it. It rolls out. Lasue for a kick to Collingwood. Lasue. So, and Dacos kicks it to the centre wing. Poor kick basically straight to Zorko. Now Zorko's got Ned Long on top of him. Ball up, centre wing. Cameron. Zorko. Hamels at foot. Wow, you got Ashcroft, Levi loose. Uses his left foot. You got two Brisbane Lions players loose. Hipwood, 50 metres out, left side full line. Not a good position for left footer, and especially Hipwood. He's kicking. He can spray it anywhere. He can kick straight or can kick it down a full. His kick is. He's a 50% goal kicker. This kick can go anywhere from Eric Hipwood. This kick can go anywhere. 50 metres out next to the left side of the boundary. This kick can go anywhere. Didn't make the distance. And punched by Collingwood players. Puncher. Then taken out by Ron Steele. So we're boundary throw. 20 metres out from Brisbane Lions goal. Ooh, Darcy foot wouldn't hit out. Free kick to someone. Brisbane Lions free kick, 30 metres out on a slight angle. Ashcroft. Josh Jacobs grabbing his jersey. It's a free kick. Will Ashcroft. From 35 out on a 45-degree angle. He has kicked it. I don't think Collingwood has much interest in this game. I think the Lions will win easily. Collingwood's got nothing to play for in this game, except for not getting injuries. Or except for the youngsters. Players that are in the mix for next week's game, that are 50-50, they want to try so they can play in wildcard next week. But I guess the experienced players know that the ones that are the experienced players that know that they are playing next week. There's no interest. I mean, there's always interest to play football, but in terms of getting injured, no, this is a dead heat for Collingwood. Whereas the Lions need to win by like 50, 60, 80 points. Because if they didn't win by like 20 odd points, Hawthorn probably need to beat West Coast by 45, points, and Hawthorn will jump on top of Brisbane for third spot. And that third spot, Brisbane and Hawthorn all want third spot so they can play against the Sydney Swans in first week of finals, and they'll back themselves against a Heaney, Warner, and Blakey not playing in that game. And sure, everyone knows the reason why. I won't need to elaborate about that. Dakelos 40 out, drags it, but gives it quickly to Harvey Harrison. Chart took on too many players. Ned Long holding the ball. Now the Lions counter attack. Cameron centre wing. The Lions look on for this game. Kicks it. Poor kick down Houston. Oh, he dropped it. Now Logan Morris. Backwards, handballs it. Zach Bailey. Handballs it sideways. Can Morris get it? He does, but handballs it backwards. To Fort. Dump kicks inside 50. Off hands. Oh, Frampton. Oh, soccer. McKenna, an Irishman, soccer's a goal. Game over. Brisbane going to win. I give Collingwood no chance. Game over. I think Brisbane's going to annihilate Collingwood. They're going to absolutely destroy them. This game is over. 26-8. The Lions got something to play for. Collingwood don't. Yeah, this game is over. And Collingwood are trying to do something different, trying to play fast in the middle as well. Playing riskier. Knowing that, yeah, they know they're playing next week. There's nothing on the line for Brisbane if they lose this. I mean, for Collingwood if they lose this game. So I'm really calling it. It's really game over. Collingwood's going to lose. I tip Brisbane Lions to win this game. $26-8. Dunkley, centre clearance for the Lions. Oh, I should have marked the McKenna after that beautiful goal and kick. Houston's handballed straight into almost Sidebond's head. Now, Morris gets tackled, ball up, 40 out. Draper, going to get Sidebond. Handballs at Smalling. Long. Oh, Anderson dropped the ball, took his eyes off the ball. Did he dive on it? No. Long didn't dive on it. So ball up, 70 out from the Lions goal. Yeah, I thought he took out the Lions players. They actually been freaking to Brisbane. The sliding rule. So it'll be another ball up, 70 out from Brisbane's goal. Penalty. Spalding, play on. Harrison couldn't get it. Now, Loman for 40 metres. Should have kicked that loose. It's totally dominating the Lions. 4-3-27 Brisbane. Collingwood. 8 points. So kick out. Dolgoe marks defensive 40. For the Magpies, kicks it long down the wing, centre wing. Charlie West couldn't mark it. Punch, and it's going to be boundary throw, centre wing. Centre wing, boundary throw. Ron Steele, in ruck. Fort beats him. Will to Levi Ashcroft. Kicks it. Loman marks the centre wing. The Lions about to explode and destroy Collingwood. Inside 50. Poor kick. Easy innocent to mark by Billy Boy Frampton. Can't wait for tomorrow morning. English Premier League's back on. If you love your English soccer. Now, penalty marks it. Defensive 60 for Collingwood. There's 7 minutes and 46 left. Kicks it. Ron Steele gives it to the go away. Now Spalding gives it a penalty. From 60 out, kicks it. Hits a target. Angus Anderson. Not Andrew. So 40 metres back in front, Anderson. We're going for goal. We're going for Collingwood's second goal. And so that's kicked for the Collingwood faithful. They needed that badly. Staying obvious, I am. 2-2-14 the Maggies. Lions 4-3-27. Collingwood 2-2-14. Collingwood trailed Brisbane by 13 points. We played 20 minutes of this first quarter. Back in the centre, and Dacos gets the ball in the centre, kicks it, hits Bro McCready, drafted from South Adelaide a number of years ago. The South Australian pumps inside 50 for Collingwood. Big leap by McStay against his old side, dropped it. Draper gets tackled from memory. It's going to be a ball up, 20 metres out in Collingwood's forward line. Now, Jessa Fletcher dump kicks it. Cameron slides, couldn't mark it. Now, Harvey Harrison. No, the ball taken by McStay, but dump kick out defense from the Lions. Straight to sealed sideball handballs to Darcy Cameron from 60 out. Sends it top of the hot spot. Wilmot. Darcy Wilmot, good mark. Now, on the wing, Ashcroft, Levi kicks it out wide to Oscar Allen, the former Eagle captain. Oscar Allen kicks the centre forward. Billy Boy punches straight to Josh Dacos. Gives it to Ron Steele. Now the goal in the centre wing. Kicks inside 50. Over the top. Angus Anderson marks it. He'll be going for goal number 2, Anderson. Anderson. 45 out. Almost direct in front. Anderson's miss. Kicked up right and missed. Both teams had a fair amount of opportunities. Well, both teams kicked 3 behinds apiece. Now, Bailey kicks it. Norton Ainsworth, defensive friendly for Lions, kicks out his defense. Side bottom. Cameron back to side bottom. 80 out from goal. Back to Dacos. Kicks the loose play. Dogoi. Josh Dacos from 50 yards. Poor kick from Josh Dacos. Easy intercept the mark by Wilmot. Now, marked by Harris Andrews. Chips at the Ashcroft. Levi Ashcroft. Kicks it backwards to Zorko. And his goal squared in defense. Jessa Fletcher. Scully's put on the wing. Rayner. Center wing. Poor kick straight to Billy Boy Frampton. So he missed the target. He missed. Now, the goal is in the center. Pendlebury in the centre, first centre. Now Sam Smotley kicks out wide, loose play on the wing. Smill still from 80 out, kicks it. Marked by Will Hayes, 60 out from goal. Pumps it, top of the hot spot. Rayner, good insert the mark by Rayner. But Bailey, Ryan Lester, defensive wing, kicks it centre wing, loose player, Morris, pumps inside 50, Cameron, slingshot, 50, door, good pressure by Frampton, Cameron, Darcy Cameron, man, Charlie Cameron now, both Camerons, Cameron against Darcy Cameron, Charlie Cameron versus Darcy Cameron, a lot of Camerons. Now we just need Jezza Cameron playing this game as well to make a trifecta of Camerons. Now, so we have boundary throw, 35 out from the Lions goal. Now, Ashcroft. Ainsworth's got kicked up with Smotter. Zach Bailey, was that throw? No, play on. Can Rhett Lester keep the ball in? No, he can't. Boundary throw, sending out from the Lions goal. Draper against Cameron. Now, Swatling kicks it. Oh, Anderson couldn't mark it. Now, Lohman, can he pick up the ball? He can't. Anderson tries to. Now, goes straight to Lohman. Holding the ball. Now, Collingwood can slingshot in the centre. Handballs at Cripps. Now, back to Roland Steele. Nick Dacos from 50 yards. Kicked it. Dacos has kicked his first, Collingwood's third. Goal to end Dacos. 3-3-21 Collingwood. The Lions 4-3-27. Brisbane lead by a goal. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Will Ashcroft wins the centre clearance. Good spoil from Spalding, but Dunkley Cameron to Levi Ashcroft pumps inside 50 for the Lions. Darcy Cameron couldn't mark it. Hipwood can shark it. Handles to Rayner. Rayner loses the ball. And Allen just loses the ball. Ball up. 30 out in Brisbane Lions goal. Now, dump kick our defense to goalie. Wilmot marks it. Inside mark by Darcy Wilmot. Inside 50. Draper marks it top of the goal square. Who'll be kicking from 15 direct in front. Sam Draper. So Sam Draper, 15 direct in front. He's going to kick a drop punt. Or is he going to snap it? He's going to kick a drop punt. He's not going to snap it. 10 minutes direct in front. Draper. He's kicked another goal for the Lions. 5-3, 33. 22 seconds left. Lions up by 2 goals. Brisbane up by 2 goals with 20 seconds left of this first quarter. Back in the centre, Cameron hits the ball. Darcy Cameron to goalie. Backwards to McCready. Darcy Cameron pumps inside 50. Wobbly kick. Zorko dropped the chest mark. Play on. 9 seconds left. Oh, ball up. 60 from goal. Collingwood's goal. There's only 5 seconds left. Play on. Rayner. Handballs it quickly to Cameron. Josh Dacos. That's quarter time, everyone. So it's quarter time. Brisbane Lions lead by 12 points. The scores are Brisbane Lions 5 goals 3-33. The Collingwood Magpies 3 goals 3-21. That's a 12-point lead, and I'll reconvene just after the 5 minutes time for the start of the second quarter. Alright, see you shortly. Welcome back, everyone. The players are heading onto the field now. Yeah, I'm backing the Lions to win this game. As I've been saying, my coverage, the Collingwood haven't really got much to play for, apart from getting injuries. So obviously you don't want to play. I mean, obviously you want to protect yourself and not get injured. Collingwood can't go any higher on the ladder. It's a guaranteed 7th spot. Worst case, be 8th, and it's going to be against an either fellow Victorian club, Doggies or whoever. They'll also try some new things to your Collingwood in this game. Whereas the Lions need to win by a lot. They're only 2% ahead of Hawthorn. If they win by, say, 20 points, they might only be 3 or 4% ahead of Hawthorn, and Hawthorn beats West Coast by like 60 or 80, and Hawthorn gets 3rd spot. Because the Hawks are both teams, Brisbane or Hawthorn, want to get 3rd spot and play Sydney in week 1 of finals with the 5 players suspended. Right. Now, Long, Dunkley, kicks it, centre the wing. Oscar Allen tries to crash the pack, but couldn't. Now, Schultz gets tackled by Ashcroft. Was he dumped? No. Ball up, centre wing. Alright, from the ball up, Cripps gets his old side for the Collingwood. Gets it. Neil beats Dacos to Zach Bailey. Handles it backwards to Andrews. Dump kicks it. Allen competes well in the air. And ball up. And the ball's still in the centre wing. Ned Long. Schultz to Ed Allen. But not a snap kicks inside 50. Josh Dacos runs in the memory, but kicks it. Spin moves. Poor kick just from Dacos. Steal. Kicks. Oh, marking the goals from Angus Anderson. He'll be going for goal number 2. He's kicked 1-1 already, Angus Anderson. 10 metres out directly in front. Should be guaranteed goal for Anderson. That's Angus Anderson. Anderson drills a first blood to Collingwood in this 4th quarter. Full goals 3-27. The Magpies. Brisbane 5-3-3-3. Collingwood trailing Brisbane by a goal. Right, waiting for the umpire to read. Ball up in the centre. Josh Dacos gets the ball in the centre clearance. Pumps inside 50 for Collingwood. And Aris Andrews tries to punch the ball with dust. To Wilmot. 1-2. To Dunkley. Kicks out wide. To Jasper Fletcher. The son of Adrian Fletcher. Kicks it. Rayner can't mark and the ball's gone out. There's going to be a boundary throw. Alright. Boundary throw. Rayner gets the ball. Kicks it. And Howell with the long sleeves couldn't mark it. Cameron gets tackled by Lohman. And it's going to be ball up. A out from Brisbane's goal. Wilmot gets quick kick, strip Arena somehow, or couldn't. Now, sideball kicks it full, but Zorko gets the ball first. To Lockley, Neal kicks it. Got a loose player. Fort, 80 out from goal. Kicks it, Morris! Good hands over Puncher! What hands? Puncher! Alright. From 40 out on a 45 degree angle, Logan Morris, normally a beautiful kick. He's drilled another one. He's drilled another one. First goal to the Lions for them in the second quarter. Their first, I should say. So the Brisbane Lions lead. 6 goals, 3-39 to Collingwood Magpies, 4-3-27. 2-goal lead to the Brisbane Lions. What do you reckon, viewers? Brisbane win this game easily? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The ball's back in the centre. Fletcher to Zach Bailey, the free agent. Gives it to Rayner, 80 out from goal. Uses their foot to pump inside 50 for the Lions. Off hands, Logan Morris again. Kid's good. Third year on the list. 2 years, 2 premierships. Can he make number 3? Now, Logan Morris. 35 metres out on a 30 degree angle, left side forward line. Right footer, perfect. You can just kick it right to the left. Morris, number 1. 2 consecutive goals to Logan Morris. Seven goals, 3-45 the Lions. Collingwood 4-3-27. 3-goal lead to the Brisbane Lions. Alright, ball's back in the middle. Now inside 50, socket foot by the Lions. They're about to explode. Morris handles it to Rayner. He's got Will Ashcroft from 50 out. Kicks inside. Josh Jacobs smiles to Dan Houston. Oh, brushes handle. Bailey. Breaks 1 tackle. Breaks 2. That's got to be behind the ball by Zach Bailey. It is. Try to tackle 3 players. Now. No, they get a play on the Bailey, but doesn't make Collingwood's clear that. McCready. Oh, hits Andrew's feet. And he just gave it. He just gave the ball to Leicester. Is that incorrect disposal? Just gave it like a gift. No handball. He just gave him the ball. That should be incorrect disposal. He just hands the ball to him. Ball up for the boundary throw for the Lions, 70 out from goal. Cameron. Houston. No. Allen gets tackled by Will Ashcroft. Ball up, centre wing. Draper. Allen. Then long kicks it. Penalty. 80 out from goal. Gets it to Schultz. Or Penalty just ran to a brick wall. Incorrect disposal, holding the ball, bang, done, gone. Oh. Holding man, Noah Ainsworth. Free kick to McStay. Kicks it. The goal he couldn't mark it. Jared Berry. Kicks it. Poor kick to Ainsworth. Darcy Cameron gets bumped off the ball easily. Now, McCready from 70. Josh Staples just drops the ball. Fumbling to that Josh Staples. Everyone's got the fumbles. Now, Ashcroft's a free kick. Defensive 60. Sideways. Now the Lions kick it long down the... Wow, loose player by himself. 80 out from goal. Jester Fletcher kicks it on 50. Look at both again. This kid's a star. He's marked a 40, say 35, 40 metres out. Left side full line. He's going to go for right foot snap or drop punt. We'll find out. Logan Morris. I'm going to back Logan Morris to kick this. 35 metres out. Goes for a right foot snap for the boundary. Kicks another one for Lions. It's kicked 3. He's out of contract next year. How much is he worth now? 1.5 per year? Minimum? This kid's good. Be interesting. If Lockie Neal leaves, they'll have some cap space money, but depends how much they're going to pay Zach Bailey. Would that freeze out either Logan Morris or Loman, who are out of contract next year? Or do they bite the bullet with the money they're offering for Zach Bailey and try to retain Logan Morris? Brisbane's got good midfield. They can't afford to lose Morris. Whereas Zach Bailey's a good player, but they've got so many midfielders, talent midfielders. Ideally, they hope they lose none of the 2 players. 19-point lead to the Lions. Oh, no, 51. Apologise. Should be 83-51. Poor calculation by me. So 4 goal lead to the Lions. Dunkley in the centre. Gives it. Oh, Dacos gets the ball. Nick gives it. Kicks on the wing. Good mark by Will Hayes. A metres out from goal. Oh, excuse me. Wrong day at work today. The goalie. 60 out. Hamilton backwards to steal. Side bomb. Shimmies. But Zach Bailey tackles him. Just breaks the tackle. And does a long 20-minute dump handball. To steal. Gives it to the goalie. The goalie from 80 out. Inside 50. Membrane couldn't mark it. Ed Allen gets tackled 40 out directly in front for Collingwood. Ball up. Players lost a boot. But the goalie's going off for a blood rule. Hold up, 3 directly in front in Collingwood's goal. Brisbane Lions get the ball, Berry. Tackle. Another ball up, 3 out in Collingwood's goal. Another ball up, 3 out in Collingwood's goal. Brisbane only leading Hawthorn by 3%. Need to win by a lot, the Lions. Dacos. Dunkley. Draper. Leicester. Berry dump kicks it out of defense. Howe couldn't mark it. Kenner. Neil. Centre half forward. Morris. Billy Boy Frampton marks over Logan Morris. Defensive 50 for Collingwood. Risky kick. Fine Spotling. Well, 50-minute penalty for swallowing. The Brisbane Lions player ran to the protective zone. So Spalding, how far is he kicking from? Just waiting to see. Sam Spalding, West Australian product, second year on the list. He'll be kicking for 52 metres. That's going to be a tough kick, directly in front, and won't make the distance. Off hands and the ball goes out. Alright, ball up, 40 out. Collingwood's goal. Anderson, bananas it, not touch, 15 not play on. Right, umpire balls up again, 20 out from Collingwood's goal. Cameron grabs the ball, what a spoil from Barry, the goalie. Backwards to Josh Dacos. Will Ashcroft keeps the ball in. Allen. Owen Fletcher. To Lohman. 60 out. Runs 4 metres. 54 out from goal Lohman. Touched by Howe. And Sobon get this. He breaks Cameron's tackle. Gallop, inside 50 for the Lions. Off hands, can Rayner get this? Or Hipwood slaps it. Can Rayner pick it up now? No. Gets taken by sideline. Was that per opportunity? No. Ooh. Looked like he took his hands out to break a tackle. It's going to be a ball up, 25 metres out from near the Brisbane Lions goal. Post, behind post. 25 metres out. There's only a number of seconds left. Darcy Cameron couldn't get the ball. Quick snap by the Lions. Oh, Hipwood marks 20 metres out on a 35-degree angle. Right side follow up, perfect Hipwood. And left foot, he can kick it left to right or snap it. Left foot snap. Hipwood. Hipwood. Can he kick this? Oh, he's kicked another one for the Lions. That's his second. The Lions are exploding this game now. They need their percentage. They'll go hard for the whole game because they need to win by a lot. They're only, 2-3% ahead of Collingwood. If they win by 6 or 7, then Hawthorn has to beat West Coast by 100 plus. So it's in Brisbane Lions' best interest to win by a lot and make it hard for Hawthorn to steal that third spot. Because then Hawthorn and Brisbane both go for third spot to play Sydney in week 1 of the finals, who are missing a number of players due to suspension. And we know the rationale, the reasons why, or what happened earlier this week, so I won't elaborate. Ball up, Sid Draper in the centre. Just grabs the ball, now the ruckman runs, pumps inside 50. Houston. Dan Houston's free kick, Hipwood was holding on to him. There's a 5-goal lead to the Lions. I can't see Collingwood catching up. Collingwood don't look like winning this game. Houston, Dad. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, cool. So, Frampton, defensive 50 for Collingwood. Kicks it to centre half forward. Wilmot takes it in the centre mark. Centre half back for the Lions. Wilmot kicks in the centre. Look at that kick. What a kick. Finds Bailey. Bailey, the $1 million man, potentially. Kicks over the top. Hipwood. Dropped it. Should mark that. Howe. Handballs it. To Swaddling. Kicks it. All loose player out wide. Hayes. Now he kicks it. Chips it to Josh Dacos. Collingwood up. Collingwood trailing by 30. We've got 7 minutes 40 left. Chips it. And William Hayes couldn't mark and the ball's gone out from Josh Dacos' kick. Boundary throw, centre wing. Now, Neil gets the ball out from 80 out. Gives us Sam Draper, quick kick. Straight to him. Anderson loses the ball quickly. Swaddling runs over Ashcroft. Kick was deflected. Now, Wilmot. Excuse me. Now, Swaddling. Ooh. Gets it. Now in the corridor, Josh Jacobs from 80 out does the left hand dummy. Kicks it. Mark. Lockley shoots. Marks it. 50 metres out on a 30-degree angle. Not going to be an easy kick for Lockley Schultz. The former Docker. Second year on the Collingwood's list. So, Schultz, 24-80 this year. Above what, 55, 50, 60%? From 50 out on a 45-degree angle. It's going to be a tough kick. Not sure he can make the distance. No, he can't. And Draper punches the ball into the crowd. Behind to the Collingwood Magpies. 4 goals, 4-28 Maggies. 29-point lead to the Brisbane Lions. 6:22 left. You think the second half Brisbane Lions will go for a massive win. Zorko's kick in the corridor, risky kick. Now shoots from 50 out, kicks it out wide. Marked by Charles West, the nephew, the grandson of the former AFL CEO Wayne Jackson. In the mid-90s, Ross Oakley was the AFL CEO in the early 90s, and then Wayne Jackson took over. Was it 96 or 97? Roughly around that time. Wayne Jackson, Charlie West's grandfather, took over as AFL CEO. I think it's 97, the year that the Crows won. So, West. It's going to be a tough kick. 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's kicked. It's coming back. He's drilled it. It wasn't tough. It was an easy kick. He drilled it. Charlie West. Rehearsed dress. Will West be picked next week? So players like West or your Swaddling and Anderson, Ned Long, Ron Steele, Puncher. These guys will try 100% this game because they're not guaranteed to play next week. Whereas if you're Penrith or Nick Dagos, you know you're going to be playing next week in the wild card. But it's the players that are ranked number 19, 20, 25th on the list that are going to try to keep their spot for next week's wild card game. It's more likely to be against the Western Bulldogs. So goal to West and Collingwood down by 23 points. 23rd minute mark in the second quarter. Back in the centre. Fort hits it or straight to and Dacos. Takes one bounce. Kicks it. Misses a target, but somehow Cripps got the ball. Inside 50 for the Maggies. West couldn't. Andrews too strong. Experienced defender against a second-year player in Charlie West. Ball up, 20 out in Collingwood's goal. Bailey dump kicks out defense. Now, Loman kicks a shoot shot around house the ball corner. Wilmot. Rayner, defensive 50, kicks it out wide to the corridor. Cameron, can he run it? Gets his ball, sneaks it. He's going to be too fast. One bounce. Fully direct in front. Does a dummy around Frampton. Runs around Hayes. Gives it to Morris. Miss. Cameron was on the run. Should have just kicked it. Should be too clever, Charlie Cameron. Is that out of 4 or out? Don't know yet. Even the commentator saying Charlie should have given it. It was trying to be too fancy. Trying to do a dance around a couple of players. He was on the run for 45 out, 1 bounce. Could have kicked the show away directly in front, but tried running around the second Collingwood player. Out on the full. 23-point lead to the Lions. Free kick to Collingwood. Next to in the defence, next to the behind post, out on the full by Logan Morris. So the free kick taken by Spalding, kicks it off hands, Barry or Steele. No, boundary beats him. Ran out real estate and the ball went out. So boundary throw, 80 out from Brisbane Lions goal. Cameron fought, both missed it. Neil gets the ball, kicks it. Oscar Allen marks it 52 metres out directly in front. The former Eagle captain of last year, Oscar Allen. From 50 out directly, 54 directly in front. Oscar Allen, the free agent recruit from West Coast Eagles. First year at the Lions. $55 directly in front. Oscar Allen, the former Eagles captain, goes for goal. It's going. Hold on, 55-meter bomb from Oscar Allen, the former West Coast Eagles captain for the Brisbane Lions. What a beautiful kick. 10 goals for 63. 29-point lead to Brisbane Lions. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Umpire throws it. Fought, couldn't win it. Soccer by Lockley Neal. English Premier League starts this weekend. Hit Wood from 50, handballs to Rayner. Rayner dances around 2 players, kicks it inside 30. Morris, Allen couldn't mark it. Slaps the ball. Ashcroft, no. Swatling, 1 bounce. Oh, just got rid of it. Now Cripps, the goalie, stops, goes sideways. Marked by Harvey Harrison, kicks at the centre wing. Ned Long, back to Harvey Harrison, inside 50. Marks by Anderson, he's already got 2 goals already, Angus Anderson. 2:47 left. Brisbane up by 29 points. Anderson kicks a point. His kick, what, 2-2, I reckon. Angus Anderson. 5-5-5 the Collingwoods. 28-point lead to the Lions with 2:20 left. Zorko defensive 20 marks it. Out wide to Wilmont. Less than that gives it to Ainsworth. Marked by Jared Berry, defensive 60. Now they'll play their tempo possession game. Barry hits a target. Levi Ashcroft, I should say. Ashcroft kicks out wide. Gallup. Center wing, he marks it. Chips it to Ashcroft. He kicks it quickly to his brother, Levi. Center wing, Will Ashcroft. Kicks it to centre half forward, 1:27 left. Off Hipwood's hand, Spalding. Handballs it quickly side bottom to Billy Boy Frampton. Jeremy Howell's got the ball. Defensive 50. Kicks it, hits the goalie. Runs with it. Membry. Deep inside 50. Darcy Gammon Gardner punches the ball to the ground. Gotta be a boundary throw, 60 out from Collingwood's goal. Done a boundary throw. Ron still took the ball and didn't handle. Lucky to get away with it. Now, ball up, 60 out from Collingwood's goal. Zorko got rid of it quickly from Steele just sockers in mid-air. Membry marks it. 40 directly in front for Collingwood. 47 seconds. They need this badly. They need this, Collingwood. They're down by 28. Take some sort of momentum into half time. Membry. Tim Membry. 24 seconds left. Can Tim Membry kick a goal 40 direct in front? They need this, Collingwood. To claw the margin to 22 points at half time. Can he? Down by 28, Collingwood. 40 minutes out. Membry, the former Saint, as drilled it. They need that badly, the Magpies. 6 goals, 5-41. Collingwood. Brisbane Lions. 10-3, 63. Collingwood down by 22 points with 22 seconds. The numbers 2-2, 22 seconds. So it's almost half time, 22 seconds remaining. Long day today, long day at work, watching footy. Can't wait to sleep after this game. I'll be doing the Western Bulldogs and Melbourne Demons game at 4:15 Eastern or 3:40 LA time. Alright. Umpire throws the ball in the centre. Can Neil get the Ashcroft as a throw? Too high, Brisbane's free kick. So, siren's gone now, half fast at 80 metres out, 9 metres out. Free kick to Lockley Neal. What, 80 out, 90 out? It's going to be for a barrel. Good luck kicking a barrel from 80 out. Neal, for a barrel from 80 out. It travels, near the goal square, so that went about 60, 70 metres. And Frampton fighting. Alright, it's half time, everyone. Half time. That's a fine. There's no need to fight. You got finals next week. Or wildcard for Collingwood. So it's half time, everyone. And let's look at the half-time stats on the two sets of sides. So, the leading goal kickers for Collingwood, the home side. 2 to Anderson, 2 goals to. Singles to Charlie Mess, Membray, Nick Dacos, and Ed Allen. For the Brisbane Lions, their leading goal kickers. 4 to Logan Morris, 2 to Conor McKenna, then singles to Hipwood, Draper, Ashcroft, that's Will Ashcroft, and Oscar Allen. The leading ball getters for Collingwood are the goalie with 21, Spalding was 17, and Dacos was 16, Roland Silver 15, 4 to Josh Dacos, and 10 to Ned Long. Now, we do the same thing for the Brisbane Lions. Their leading ball getters are pretty even. 15 to Neil, 4 to Jessica Fletcher, Rayner has 13, as well as Zach Bailey, 12 to Wilmot, 11 to Dane Zorko, as well as Josh Dunkley and Will Ashcroft, respectively. 9 to Logan Morris. Alright, thank you all, and I'll reconvene after half time and be back in just under 19 minutes. Alright, I will see you all after half time, and in the meantime, feel free to give my multiple choice questions a go. Alright, let's catch you later.
In 2019, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Jack Riewoldt, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Jeremy Cameron with 67 goals. In 2020, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Geelong Cats, or C. West Coast Eagles? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Richmond Tigers. In 2019, who was taken with the #1 draft pick? A. Matt Rowell, B. Jamar Ugle-Hagan, or C. Jason Horne-Francis? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Matt Rowell. In 2015, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Cyril Rioli, B. Luke Hodge, or C. Sam Mitchell? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Cyril Rioli. In 2024, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, or C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Patrick Cripps with 45 votes. In 2020, who was taken with the #1 draft pick? A. Aaron Cadman, B. Harley Reid, or C. Jamar Ugle-Hagan? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Jamar Ugle-Hagan. In 2024, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Charlie Cameron, B. Lachlan Neale, or C. Will Ashcroft? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Will Ashcroft. In 2013, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Josh Kennedy, or C. Jared Ruffhead? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Jared Ruffhead with 68 goals. In 2015, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Patrick Dangerfield, or C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Nat Fyfe with 31 votes. In 2023, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Sydney Swans, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Brisbane Lions? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is B. Collingwood Magpies. In 2014, who was taken with the #1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath, B. Paddy McCartan, or C. Jacob Wittering? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Paddy McCartan. In 2023, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Bobby Hill, B. John DeGoey, or C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Bobby Hill. In 2014, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Josh Kennedy, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Lance Buddy Franklin with 67 goals. In 2023, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, C. Nick Dacos? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Lachlan Neale with 31 votes. In 2022, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Geelong Cats, or C. Sydney Swans? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Geelong Cats. In 2023, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Harry McKay, B. Charlie Curnow, C. Jesse Hogan? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Charlie Curnow with 78 goals. In 2016, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Patrick Dangerfield, C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is B. Patrick Dangerfield with 35 votes. In 2015, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath, B. Cam Rayner, or C. Jacob Weathering? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Jacob Weathering. In 2022, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Patrick Dangerfield, B. Isaac Smith, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Isaac Smith. In 2017, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Tom Mitchell, C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is A. Dustin Martin with 36 votes. In 2021, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Melbourne Demons, B. Collingwood Magpies, C. Western Bulldogs? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Melbourne Demons. In 2016, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Andrew McGrath, B. Cam Rayner, or C. Sam Walsh? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Andrew McGrath. In 2020, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Trent Cotton, B. Shea Bolton, C. Dustin Martin. I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2016, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Josh Kennedy? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Josh Kennedy with 80 goals. In 2022, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, or C. Ollie Wines? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Patrick Cripps with 29 votes. In 2014, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Hawthorn Hawks, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Western Bulldogs? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Hawthorn Hawks. In 2017, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Lance Franklin, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Lance Buddy Franklin with 69 goals. In 2019, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Melbourne Demons, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Brisbane Tigers? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Brisbane Tigers. In 2021, who won the Brownlow medal? A. Patrick Cripps, B. Lachlan Neale, C. Ollie Wines? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Ollie Wines with 36 votes. In 2019, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Trent Cotton, B. Shay Bourne, C. Dustin Martin? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2017, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Matt Rowell, B. Cam Rayner, or C. Sam Walsh? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Cam Rayner. In 2018, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Jack Riewoldt, B. Jeremy Cameron, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Jack Riewoldt with 65 goals. In 2018, who won the Norm Smith medal for best on ground in the grand final? A. Luke Shoei, B. Jack Darling, or C. Tom Barras? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Luke Shoei. In 2017, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Richmond Tigers, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Western Bulldogs? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Richmond Tigers. In 2021, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Aaron Cadman, B. Harley Reid, or C. Jason Horne-Francis? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. Answer is C. Jason Horne-Francis. In 2017, who won the Norm Smith Medal for Best on Ground in the Grand Final? A. Trent Cotton, B. Shea Bolton, or C. Dustin Martin? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Dustin Martin. In 2018, who won the Brownlow Medal? A. Dustin Martin, B. Tom Mitchell, C. Nat Fyfe? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Tom Mitchell with 38 votes. In 2016, who won the AFL Premiership? A. Western Bulldogs, B. Collingwood Magpies, or C. Brisbane Lions? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Western Bulldogs. In 2020, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Harry Mackay, B. Charlie Curnow, or C. Tom Hawkins? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C. Tom Hawkins with 42 goals. In 2023, who was taken with the number 1 draft pick? A. Aaron Cadman, B. Carly Reid, or C. Jason Horne-Francis? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Harley Reid. In 2014, who won the Norm Smith Medal for Best on Ground in the Grand Final? A. Rioli, B. Luke Hodge, or C. Sam Mitchell? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is B. Luke Hodge. In 2021, who kicked the most goals in the home away season? A. Harry Mackay, B. Charlie Curnow, C. Jesse Hogan? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is A. Harry Mackay with 58 goals. In 2013, who won the Norm Smith Medal for Best on Ground in the Grand Final? A. Rioli, B. Luke Hodge, C. Brian Lake? I will give you 10 seconds to work out which one is the correct answer. The answer is C.
G'day everyone, we're about to start. Umpire throws the ball. Right on, we're underway. Scott Penry, he's got his tracksuits off. Looks like he's having the second half off. As I said, Collingwood's got nothing to gain in this game. The only thing that they can't lose is getting injuries because they're playing next week, whereas Brisbane Lions are not playing next week. Brisbane just wants to win by a lot because they're only like 3%. Oh, the goalie tackles Ashcroft 360. Play on, not holding the ball. The goalie handles it. And Dacos from 80 out. Kicks it. And hits Schultz almost in the head. Good mark by Schultz, 40 direct in front. Can they get the first goal this quarter, Collingwood? Lockley Schultz, the former Docker. This is going to hurt Brisbane's percentage, you know what? Third spot. Brisbane and Hawthorn win by a lot. They're both fighting third spot to play Sydney in week 1 of the finals. Schultz, Lockley. Oh my hat! He's missed at 40 directly in front. Didn't make a distance. But fortunately, Charlie West, Marks, and Sam Draper's asking umpire to review. Is that descend? I thought you're not allowed to umpire the check or check with. Next to the behind post. He's missed! Oh my lord. Oh my hat. Or oh my jacket. Horrible miss for Charlie West. Should have kicked it. Marked it next to the behind post. Went for a right foot snap on the left side full line. Should have kicked it. Now, backwards. Barry, the goalie, goes after him hard. Dunkley, defensive 70. Now, Hitwood, Bailey, Dunkley dump kicks as the centre wing. Cameron, Howe with one sleeve. Allen gives it a P. Not P Cripps. Cripps. J Cripps, I should say. Jack Cripps, but poor kick by Cripps. Hitwood marks on the wing for the Lions. Now, Barry kicks out wide. Marked by Connor McKenna. 70 out from goal for the Lions. McKenna. And kicks it to Charlie Cameron. Cameron's marking 30 minutes out. He's going to go for, on a 45-degree angle, he's going to go for a right foot snap. So Cameron, if he kicks this, he kicks the hard one, and then Charlie West missed a simple one. CC, Charlie Cameron from 35 out, kicks it. West misses an easy one. Charlie Cameron kicks. That's 11-point turnaround. Just what the doctor ordered for the Lions. 11 goals for 69. If Charlie West kicked it, it would only been a 16-point margin, but then misses it, turns around, and then it's a 27-point lead now for the Lions.
Really took the rocket off his chest.
Yep, I am Jared. I'm doing the Crows game. It might be a dead rubber tomorrow. If Melbourne beats Bulldogs, the Crows can't go higher. It might be a dead rubber. My sister's going to that game tomorrow. She asked me about, nah, I'll do YouTube. I'm not doing YouTube now than going to Crows game nowadays. Alright, Dan Houston, the former power, pumps inside 50. Off hands. Ainsworth. Oh, handball straight to steal. Now McStay, the former line, gets tackled by Bailey. Ball up 40 direct in front in Collingwood's goal. Oh, Tottenham. We might be signing Savino and maybe Mamousse. Premier League starts tomorrow. Can't wait. Come on, you Spurs. Alright, dump kick out defense for the Lions. Straight to Dankos. That's M. Dankos from 60 out. Poor handball to Cameron. Made him work hard for it. Now McCreary. Back to Steele. Top of the square. Draper should take this mark. He does a ruckman. Sam Draper, good mark. Rayner marks it. Defensive 50. On the wing. Now. Zorko. Kicks it. Now. Mark by Loman to Morris. Was he infringed by Frampton? No. Now, ball up. Boundary throws 30 out in the Lions' goal. Draper hits it to Will Ashcroft. Oh, Jack Cripps, I'm not sure he got real. Looked like a throw in the context. It looked like a throw. Now, Zorko kicks it out of full. Free kick to the Collingwood Magpies. Just typing in the chat line. Collingwood kick it long down the line on the wing. But Gallup spoils it to Dunkley, kicks inside 50 for the Lions. Josh Jacobs gets the ball and it goes out. Footy out from the Brisbane Lions goal. Boundary throw. Boundary throw. Pull forward, McKenna. Slapped. Cameron from 50 out. Kicks on his left foot. He's on loose player. Has that hip board. He marks a chest mark. 30 metres out on the boundary. Tough for left footer. So say he kicked from 35. It's going to be a tough kick from the boundary left side foot. Unless he uses his right foot. Or he's going to go for a banana. A left foot banana on the boundary left side forward line. This can go anywhere. He's on go for right foot snap, hit with the left footer. This can go anywhere. This can go anywhere. Oh yeah, behind. Hipwood's a 50% goal kicker. Behind to the Lions. Pretty good kicking. 11 goals, 4-7. That's pretty accurate. Collingwood 6-6, 42. Brisbane Lions 11-4, 70. That's a 28-point lead to Brisbane Lions. They need to get their foot moving now. They need to smash Collingwood by 70 to have a 10% gap over Hawthorn, who's got West Coast Eagles, which, no disrespect to West Coast, there's a chance that Hawthorn could put a massive win. Hawthorn could put a massive win against West Coast on Sunday. And Dacos gets tackled by Hipwood. Because, I've said that 4 or 5 times now, Brisbane and Hawthorn, I don't want to play Sydney in week 1 of finals. Sydney's vulnerable with the suspensions, internal suspensions of the events happening on Monday. So Dan Houston marks the ball next to Charlie Cameron. Now, they're off to Spalding. Gears it. Memory. From 80 out, Tim Memory, the former Saint, pumps it forward. Shoots, double grabbed it. Marks it from 65 out, the former Docker. Handballs as a Spalding from who's playing from halfback. DeGoey, free out, left foot snap, mid-air, and good intercept to mark. Fort. Darcy Fort. Kicks it centre back. Logan marks it. Gives it to Neil. Straight to Logan Morris from 80 out. Now, loose player. Hipwood. 3 minutes out. It's going to take one bounce. It's going to be gone. Easy open goal. Slingshot by the Lions. This should be 76. Apologise. It was supposed to be 70 before, but now it's 76. You think the game is over. Collingwood down by 34. Nothing to play for in this game. Brisbane Lions, 3rd spot they want. Win this to go to top 4, but you want that 3rd spot against Sydney Swans. Just slingshot from defense, offense, just like that, the Lions. Too good. Why is Collingwood? The commentator is saying Collingwood playing Friday night, but what if Ali finishes 7th? Shouldn't Ali get the Friday night game next week? Shouldn't they be hosting the Friday night next week? Because if Collingwood comes 8th and Ali comes 7th next week, shouldn't the game be at Adelaide Oval next week on Friday night? Why are they all talking about Collingwood hosting it? It should be, isn't Brisbane Lions? McKenna from 30 out, drills another one! Collingwood gonna get smashed. One way side, the Lions need their percentage, they need to go now. They need to go. 3-point lead, they need to win by 80 or 100. They need to go. They're in what, plus 4% over Hawthorn. They need to go now. They need to win by 100 plus. They need the percentage. Get 3rd spot, you play Sydney 1st week of finals, Brisbane. Because Hawthorn's got West Coast, so they should dismantle the Eagles easily. No disrespect to West Coast Eagles. But they're young side, and it's the last game of the year, their young kids are getting fatigued. So you expect Hawthorn to kick a massive score. But if there's something on the plate for Hawthorn, you know, if they only need to win by 70 or 80 points. So here's the stat. If Brisbane wins by 60, Hawthorn has to win by 97 points. If Brisbane win by 40, Hawthorn got to win by 80. Still not enough against West Coast. I can see Hawthorn win by 80 plus against a young West Coast side. So they need to win by like 80 points. But if Hawthorn wins, Brisbane wins by 80, Hawthorn needs to win by about 120. So there's a lot riding on this last quarter and a half for Brisbane. McCready loses the ball. Barry Dysel just gave it to Neil. Lohman. Will Ashcroft soccers it. Overside bottom could get it. Centre wing. Now, Nick Dacos gives it to his brother Josh. Josh, centre wing, kicks it to centre forward. Oh, Darcy Gardner, easy intercept mark. Defensive 70 for Brisbane Lions. 40-point lead to the Lions. Percentage is a key factor now. They just need to go. They got to flog Collingwood by 80 plus. Cameron takes a good intercept mark for the Collingwood Ruckman. I mean, Collingwood, who are their best players? Like Penderbury's not playing the second half. He's got the track suits on. You think you'll take off Sidebot or Nick Dacos? Brisbane up by 4%. They're only up by 4%. They need more than that. Block Darcy Cameron's free. Every goal that Collingwood kicks is going to hurt the Lions. Third spot chances. Cameron's kick, chipped it. Dan Houston, the former power. 55 out, just a bit too far. He's got a super boot, Dan Houston. I remember his last game for Collingwood was that instant when he concussed Isaac Rankin, got a 4-week suspension. That was Houston's last game for the power. Be interesting to see what his former teammate does. Zach Butters, does he leave or does he stay? He's out. He won't be playing tomorrow on Sunday. No. The Lions chipping defense. Ainsworth, defensive 30, kicks it out wide. Rayner, defensive wing for the Lions, kicks it further out centre wing. Marked by Will Ashcroft, kicks it. Gardner. They're playing the possession game. The Lions. Darcy Gardner, centre wing. Gardner pumps it inside 50. Hit ball from over side bottom, 48 metres out. He's got a chip and quickly. He's got two Blues players in the corner. Zorka. Lockley Neal. He might be playing against his new team next year. Big rooms of Neal to the Collingwood Magpies next year. Free up some cap space to try use that money to re-sign Zach Bailey. But next year, end of next year, Loman, Logan Morris, our contract, and Tassie and other clubs be after Logan Morris. Easy, I hear stories, reading articles, over 1.1 million, over $1 million per year for Logan Morris when he's out of contract next year. Big dollars. So Lockley Neal from 45 out, direct in front. Misses. Behind to the line. That's costing them. They need every percent they want. Could be a belting if Brisbane kicks straight. If they go for it. Swanning takes the kick out for the Collingwood. One bounce. Kicks it out. Out of full! Over Josh Dacos. Free kick to Rayner. Terrible kick from Smalling. Rayner from 45 out. Left side forward line. Too far out to snap it from 45 out. He's going to go for drop punt. He's on a snapper. I haven't really seen much players kick a snap from 45 out. Rayner for 45 out. He's on a snapper. And he's missed. Now we're behind. This is hurting Brisbane. They need goals and goals and goals. 13 goals, 6, 84. 42-point lead. So Smalling kicks it to Dan Houston. And kicks it back to Smalling. Marks in his defensive goal square. To Liam. Punch out the defender. Good at punching the ball. Smalling. Defensive 45. Uses left foot. One bounce to Schultz. Wasn't a good kick. Now pressure. Ainsworth. Ainsworth pumps inside 50 for Collingwood. Rayner. Was that an unrealistic attempt? Yes, it was. He tried to spec it over Frampton and it was nowhere near the ball or to mark. Billy Boy, free kick the Billy Boy Frampton. Billy Boy Frampton played for the two South Australian clubs and for LA Crows and Port Adelaide Power. Now, inside the goalie, Membray from 55 out, taken out by Mainsworth. Gardner. I heard a siren, a whistle. I think it's a throw, incorrect disposal. Free kick. Free kick. Last thing Collingwood wants is injuries because they're playing next week. And so it gives a super point Houston. Houston from 50 out. Beautiful. That's why he used to display a lot at Port Adelaide with his elite kicking. And I haven't seen much of that at Collingwood. Dan Houston. They need his super boot for a wildcard next week and so on. Houston, nearly a good kicker. He's kicked 6-13 this year for Collingwood. So Collingwood 7 goals, 6-48. The Lions 13 goals, 6-84. A 6-goal lead to Brisbane Lions. That's 36 points. If you are new here, welcome to my channel and thank you for watching my watch along. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next watch along, which will be Melbourne vs Western Bulldogs tomorrow Arvo and the Saturday night game between the Adelaide Football Club and GWS Giants. So Collingwood down by 6 goals. Brisbane Lions need a percentage. That Dan Houston goal has cost them 0.5%. Ashcroft sockers it forward. Now inside 50 for the Lions. Puncher runs over it. Loman tries to pick it up at corner. He somehow does paddle forward. He runs out, did he? No, play on. McKenna snaps a 40 out of the boundary goal. Looked like he ran out. Loman. Wow. Ooh. Wow, what a goal. McKenna snaps 40 metres out from the boundary. Wow. Looked like the ball went out from Loman. You take it, you don't care, you're Brisbane. Looked like Loman ran out. Well, the ball went over the line, looked like. I'll have to see the replay. Just waiting. Look at the replay, Loman. Picks up. Oh! The commentators say nothing about the ball being out. That was out. They're not slow-mo looking. They made no comments about the ball being out. Oh, I looked out by Loman. They won't slow-mo because they're not looking at the ball going out. Good goal. It was still awesome goal from Conor McKenna, but I reckon the ball's out. So the ball's back in the centre. Zach Bailey. One of the hottest, him and Zach Butters, the two hottest free agents available. Inside 50 for the Magpies. Good punch by Harris Andrews. Punched like 15 metres straight to the crowd. .2 lead, 7-goal lead for the Lions. Boundary throw 50 or 60 metres out. Brisbane up by 3.8%. That's killing them. They need about 7-8% lead over Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn will win West Coast a lot and play that preliminary final. That first week of finals against Sydney Swans. Hawthorn will go for the percentage booster. Neil gets the ball in defense, kicks it to the Logan Morris centre wing, plays on, kicks it further out wide. Ashcroft, Wheel, gives it to Conor McKenna, centre wing, the former Bomber. Playing last year's premiership for the Lions. Irishman, McKenna, kicks it to centre forward. Logan Morris, forward, boundary, beats them all out. We've got 6 minutes and 17 seconds left of this third quarter. So a 4% gap between Brisbane and Hawthorn. They only need, I'm thinking, based on my numbers, they need to win by 60 or 70 Hawthorn. They can do that against West Coast next week. On Sunday. And the ball goes out again. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left. Boundary throw, 70 out from Collingwood's goal. Holding Lockney heard, so free kick to Lockney Neil. 80 out from goal, pumps inside 50, Neil. Draper couldn't mark it. Puncher gives it the steel side bottom. Handballs it to Josh Jacobs in his defensive goal square. Kicks it out wide. And easy mark by Jessa Fletcher. Fletcher's got the ball from 60 out for the Lions and up inside 50. Morris had two hands, he dropped it. Josh Jacobs. Anderson. Handballs it. The goalie. Knuckleballs it. Now. Straight to Ryan Lester. Lester kicks it and Oscar Allen marks it for 50 out. We're beginning from, say, 52 metres out on a 45-degree angle near the Telstra sign on the right side of forward line. Allen, a free agent recruit from West Coast. We'll be kicking from 51 metres out on a 45-degree angle right side for. It's looking good, it's looking good. He's kicked another one. The Lions are sailing to a top 4. Can they get third spot? That's the story of this game. Brisbane and Hawthorn are both targeting third spot to play Sydney in week 1 of finals. Alright, the ball's back in the centre, 4:45 left. Brisbane Lions doubling their score, up by 48 points. Sam Draper, free kick in the centre against Nick Dacos. You hear the cheers? And good defensive mark by Dan Houston. Houston, we have a problem. Collingwood down by 48 points. Jeremy Howe kicks it. Poor kick by Howe, right in the corridor. Dacos, Neil gets tackled by Dacos. Free kick right in the centre. Just waiting. Bound, ball up in the centre. And Dacos gives it. Swaddling. Inside 50 for the Magpies. Charlie West couldn't mark it. Picks up his own ball. McStay wants to snap on his left foot. He does, but out on the full. The former Lions kicked down the full. The goal is coming off. Lesser went for the. Ainsworth went for the spoil and slightly hit him the goalie's shoulder. He's going off the bench, going onto the bench. He might as well take him off for the whole game now. Resting for next week's wildcard game. Now, Anderson, no. Levi, Ashcroft, Fletcher, Charlie Cameron gives it to the centre wing. Hipwood hams that wide to Oscar Allen to Charlie Cameron. Centre wing, one bounce. Kicks it. Hits Loman. From 70 out, Loman. Kicks it. Poor kick to Oscar Allen and the ball's gone out. Boundary throw, 40 out from Brisbane Lions goal. 40 metres out. Ball up, boundary throw. Draper grabs our rock, goes for banana. Don't tell me he's missed. Almost. The ruckman Draper kicks a banana on the run. Misses. Last attempt. Sam Draper, the recruit from Essendon. Good decision. Essendon, bottom 2. if they lose on the weekend, Essendon, they'll win a wooden spoon. So he left the wooden spoon club, Essendon, to join the top 4 club, which he might have a chance of making the GF or winning it for the Brisbane Lions, Sam Draper. Out wide, from the kick out, Sidebottom's got the ball, sending out into their defence for Collingwood. Sidebottom, who will be retiring end of the season. Still Sidebottom, uses his left foot, kicks it to the centre wing. Oh, McStay couldn't mark it, but Hipwood gets the ball. Zorka just hack kicks it. Oscar Allen couldn't take the slow mark. Off hands is out. It's going to be a boundary throw. 80 out for the Brisbane Lions goal. Collingwood's got no answer. There's 2.5 minutes left until 3/4 time. Now, Neil gets the ball. I heard holding Brisbane Neil. Free kick. Free kick to Lockley Neil. Neil kicks inside 50 for Brisbane. Rayner takes an overhead mark with the helmet on. Rayner, he'll be kicking from 40 out on a 45-degree angle. Brisbane look dangerous. They can win another flag, I reckon. I tipped them to win flag. Rayner from 35 out, right foot snap, bends it, kicks another one for the Lions. Too easy. They want the 3rd spot, the Lions. They want to play Sydney in week 1 of finals. 16 goals, 7, 103. A 55-point lead to the Brisbane Lions. Destroying Collingwood. Destroying the Magpies, the Brisbane Lions. We've got 1 minute and 42 seconds left. Ball's back in the middle. McCready gets the ball, pumps inside 50 for the Magpies. Off hands. West couldn't mark it. Ainsworth just dropped the ball, should have been in quick disposal. Play on. West just dropped the ball, play on. A dangerous tackle, Collingwood. So who's free kick? Or who took out who did dangerous tackle, not sure who. Gallup, I think. Gallop through West out. Ooh, his head hit the ground. Ooh. Oh, it's like a dump tackle. His head, that's got to be a suspension. Dump tackle. Ooh, it turned the side, but his head still hit the ground. Well, West didn't get concussed, not a suspension. But the tackle did hit him in the head, but don't think he'll get suspended, but because he didn't get concussed. Charlie West, the grandson of Wayne Jackson, has kicked the goal. That's his second. Wayne Jackson's grandson. Charlie West. Wayne Jackson, former AFL CEO from 1997. The grandson. He's the grandfather of Charlie West. Look, it was a dangerous tackle. Because he's not concussed, he won't get suspended, but... Ooh. Dumped his head hit the ground. Still. Anyone stop concussion, that should still be suspension. The commentator's saying he shouldn't be suspended, but you don't know. Neil gets the ball in the centre, drops it short. Rollins still gets the ball, but now Fletcher kicks inside 50 for the Lions. Morris can't get it. Billy Boy, Rayner. Rayner takes on to just dropped the ball. Umpire God was there. Boundary umpire was there. He just dropped the ball and he didn't give it. Wow. Rayner was incorrect disposal. How did he get rid of that? Collingwood down by 49. Every goal matters for the Brisbane Lions. They want this massive percentage. 13 seconds left. .9 lead. Brisbane Lions with 11 seconds left. It's going to be free quarter time in 11 seconds. Umpire throws it. McStagan, Draper, or Cameron. Neil tries to handle Cameron on the ground. Now Zorko dumps it inside, almost inside. The ball just rolls off. That's it. 3/4 time. That's it. Brisbane Lions. It's 3/4 time. It's 3/4 time. All right. Let's have a look at the stats before I have a quick break. The leading goal kickers for the home side Collingwood are Tooten West and Anderson respectively. The Singleton, Membrane, Houston, and Dacos and Ed Allen for the Lions. Their leading goal kickers are Ford, Logan Morrison, McKenna respectively, Tooten, Hitwood, and Allen respectively. Singleton, Raynard, Draper, Cameron, and Will Ashcroft. The leading ball getters for the Collingwood Magpies are 27 Spalding, as well as the goalie Nick Dacos has 25, 19 to Steele and Josh Dacos respectively, as well as Ed Allen, and 40 to Darcy Cameron. For the Brisbane Lions, Neil has 24, Zorko has 18, as well as Cam Rayner and Jasper Fletcher, plus Josh Dunkley and Will Ashcroft. Wow, 4 players on 18 disposals. That's why Brisbane up by 49 points. Lohman with 13, as well as Hitwood, and Jared Berry as well with 13, plus 12 to Darcy Wilmot. All right, they're the stats, the 3/4 time stats for the two respective sides and the players of those two sides. I will be back. When will the quarter start? So I will be back in just over 4 minutes time for the last quarter. All right, see you shortly.
In 2019,
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the start of the last quarter. The Brisbane Lions, 16 goals, 7 on 103. Collingwood Magpies, 8 goals, 654. A 49-point lead to the Brisbane Lions. It's all about Brisbane now. Percentage, and percentage. Win by 60, 70 plus. If they win by 70 odd, Hawthorn has to beat West Coast by like 110. They got absolutely annihilate West Coast. So right now, it's percentage for the Brisbane Lions. The calculators will be on. They just can't concede any goals, Brisbane Lions. They've got to get a massive percent. They win this by a lot, and Hawthorn don't beat West Coast by a lot. Come third, play Sydney Swans week 1 of finals. That's the cherry that everyone wants out of Hawthorn or Brisbane. They want to play Sydney with 5 internal suspensions for Sydney Swans. So Brisbane Hawks want to play Sydney Swans week 1 of finals. Free kick to Jared Berry, 50 out, 55 from goal. Berry kicks it. And poor kick. Easy intercept the mark by Billy Boy Frampton. So look at the scoreboard. Brisbane up by 4.1% over Hawthorn. That's about a 60-point win for Hawthorn against West Coast. It's the percentage that's going to matter. It's all about percentage for the Brisbane Lions. They need to annihilate Collingwood, win the score by 20, 30 points. They need to win by 80 points. They need up by 49 points. They need to go hard and win by like 70 plus. The Lions. They need their percent. Right, Cameron, boundary throw, 60 out from goal. Fort hits it. Neil can't get it. Dunkley, inside 30. Bounces. Now, Oscar Allen in the goal square. Kicks a goal to the Lions. What a start. More percentage. 3 to the former West Coast Eagles captain. OA, Oscar Allen. 17 goals, 7, 109. The percentage is on. 17 goals, 7, 109. Brisbane. Collingwood, 8, 6, 54. A 55-point lead. It's on. The song by Eazy-E, it's on. $55-point lead to the Brisbane Lions. See, if there was no wild card, whoever was not Bulldogs, they win tomorrow. They would have came 8th and knocked out Collingwood, who would have finished 9th. But because of the wild card, Collingwood don't care. They don't lose this game. Now, Neil pumps it on the lead. Logan Morris. See, that's what they've introduced with the wild card, having the 2 extra sides. Collingwood would have dropped out or stayed 8th, but if Bulldogs win tomorrow, they would jump into 8th, and then Collingwood would be knocked out of the top 8 under the old system. And then they would have taken care of winning this game. But knowing that they got the wild card spot, 8th or 9th, doesn't matter, 8th or 9th, they're still playing at the MCG against the Bulldogs. Unless Bulldogs beat Melbourne tomorrow. This wild card has made this game dead heat for Collingwood. Logan Morris from 50 out directly in front has drilled another one. The percentage is on. The massacre in this game could be on. Collingwood could lose by 80 plus. 61-point lead now. Plus 4.7% now, Brisbane. They want more than 5% lead over. More than 5% ahead of Hawthorn. I can sense Brisbane piling on another 6 to 7 goals and win by 89 points. 80 to 90 points. Logan Morris, another goal. That's 4. Next year, our contract. I think because Brisbane's got so much gun midfielders, I'd rather, no disrespect to Bailey, but I'd rather re-sign Logan Morris because forwards are hard to find in midfielders, and Brisbane's already got so many midfielders. Ashcroft brothers, McCluggage is not even playing his game. We can take McCluggage. Rayner can have a short spell in the middle. Neil might leave to Collingwood next year. So now, going back to the game, and Dunkley from 55 out inside 50, Rayner, couldn't mark it. Billy Boy Frampton gets the ball, kicks it. Oh, terrible kick from Billy Boy. Straight to Darcy Wilmot. Terrible kick. Wilmot from 55 out. Long. Allen. Oscar, that is. Against Harrison. He dived on Allen. Should be a free kick to Allen. Yep, Oscar Allen's free. They already kicked 2 goals in 2.5 minutes. Brisbane up by 4.7%. They want to at least come out of this game with a 6-7%. Oh, nearly 7+% ahead of Hawthorn. Then force Hawthorn to beat West Coast by 110 plus. Which would be too much. Potentially. That's what frame West Coast is in. Oscar Allen for his 4th goal. 35 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Can the former Eagle captain kick this? Oscar Allen's first year at the Lions. Goes for the kick. Left to right. He's kicked another one. 3 goals in 3 minutes. The massacre is on. I'm expecting the Lions to smash Collingwood now. The massacre of a 90-point flogging. That's a 67-point lead. Going for the flogging. Massacre, flogging, whatever word you want to use. 67-point lead to Brisbane Lions. They've only played 3 minutes, they've already kicked 3 goals. They then kick another 7-8 goals. They're up by 67. Another 4 or 5 goals, they can win by 90 plus. 67 are up. They can win by 80, 90 odd points, make it so hard for Hawthorn to force them to beat West Coast by 120 plus. "17 minutes left. It's all about percentages last quarter. The ball's back in the centre. Darcy Cameron against Draper. Ashcroft, no. McCready. Handballs it to Darcy Cameron. The goal is back on. Handballs out wide to Harrison. Centre wing for the Collingwood. And then every goal that Collingwood gets is going to hurt Brisbane. Now, Dacos marks the ball from 70 out. N. Dacos. You could be hearing that in the Brownlow. 3 votes to N. Dacos. 2 votes to N. Dacos. Collingwood. 1 vote to N. Dacos. Collingwood. I got him on 43 Brownlow votes. He won't be getting any tonight, for my predictor. Not 15 playing for the Lions. Defensive 30. Will Ashcroft kicks it out wide to Harris Andrews. Levi Ashcroft marks it defensive 60 in his 50th AFL game. Chips it. Looks like that's his brother, Will Ashcroft. It is. Defensive 55, Will Ashcroft. Kicks it to centre wing. Oh, Dunkley marks it. Good contest mark for a midfielder. Gives it quickly to Neil. Neil's got to play out wide. Ainsworth from the centre. Kicks inside 50. Height, deep kick. Hipwood. Is that over the shoulder? Should be punches free. Hipwood had his shoulder over punches. Hipwood had his hands over Puncher's shoulder. Wow. No free kick to Liam Puncher. I thought he looked at Hipwood, but he didn't run into him. He just looked at him. Well, you can't stare at a player, and that's. But Hipwood had his hands over Puncher's shoulder in the marking contest. Pretty stiff Puncher. Brisbane up by 5%. Kicks this, it'll be 5 point something. Punch. It's Hipwood. 30 metres out. This can go anywhere. 30 metres out. Slight angle. 5-degree angle. He's kicked there. He's kicked accurate. You don't know. No disrespect to Hipwood. His kick can go anywhere. 20 goals 7. 127. The percentage booster is on. They could win by 100. Brisbane Lions up by 73. They're going to go for the kill. 73-point lead. .3 lead. Yeah, I think West Coast, Hawthorn probably need about 100, 110 point win over West Coast to get the 4th spot over Brisbane Lions. Brisbane up by 73 in this game, and they're going to go for the Q. They're going to try to go for a non-slaughter mask of a 100+ point win. Alright, the ball's back in the centre. Neil gets tackled, ball up. Hey Golf Mania, how you going, mate? Draper Darcy Cameron. Ashcroft just up kicks it. I heard pushing back Brisbane. Brisbane Lions free kick. Not sure who. Looks like it's Jared Berry's free kick. Oh, the goal just pushed him out of nowhere. Berry. Jared Berry pumps inside 50 for the Lions. Eric could mark it. Now, Dunkley crumbs it, gives it to Joshua Fletcher, does a shimmy. Left, right, goes for goal, Fletcher. Out of full. No, one behind. Another behind to the Lions. 21 goals, 128. Sideball's got the ball, you can hear the crowd cheer. Fourteen minutes and 8 seconds, the Lions up by 74. And then get another 4 or 5 goals, win by 100 plus. Make it difficult for Hawthorn to get the top, get a third spot. I think Brisbane will win the premiership. I've still got them winning the premiership, and if they come third and beat Sydney, they'll host a home preliminary. They make the grand final, and if it's against Freo, I'll back Brisbane Lions to beat Freo in the grand final. Fremantle are good, but Brisbane Lions got that big game day, that last Saturday in September experience. Pendlebury's been rested on the bench for the second half. Is he injured or is he just rested? So Brisbane up by 5.4%. So Frampton. Now, Lohman from 30 out goes on his left side. Boundary. Gardner handballs it. And then Berry gets squeezed, tackled straight away by Ed Allen. 55 metres out. Boundary throw from the Brisbane Lions goal. Ashcroft kicks it. Hit board! Marks from 30 metres out on a 45-degree angle. Right side forward line, perfect for a left footer where you can just naturally kick it left to right. From 30 metres out on a 30-degree angle, this kick can go anywhere. Hit wood. Left to right, good angle for left footer. And it's kicked it way left behind. As I said, this kick can go anywhere. It was perfect angle for left footer where you could just kick it left to right on a 30-degree angle, 30 metres out. 8 behind for the Lions. 129 to Collingwood, 86-54. A 75-point lead to the good old Brisbane Lions. Now, Chris, centre wing, swoops the ball. The Maggie gives it to McStay. Now Charlie West pumps inside 50 for Collingwood. Free kick, I heard a whistle. The goalies? Yep, the goalie's getting the free kick. Brisbane's up by 5.4%, but if the goalie kicks this, it's reduced at 5.4%. 12 minutes and 14 seconds left. Oh no. The goalie. For 30 metres out, this has gone dead into Brisbane's percentage. The goalie gets 1 goal for the Magpies. That's 9 goals, 660 to the Brisbane Lions. 21 goals, 8, 129. The Brisbane Lions up by 69 points. There, Brisbane up by 5% now. Still, if it's only 5%, they still got a chance. Hawthorn wins by 80. They'll 89 points against the West Coast. They'll get that third spot. These are critical 10 minutes for Brisbane. Both teams of Hawthorn and Brisbane aiming to finish third to play Sydney Swans in week 1 of the finals. Collingwood, you got Darcy, Cameron, and Dacos, Nick Dacos on the bench. I'll just not play them anymore for this whole game. Rest them. Next week's more important than this game. Balls in the centre. Allen to McCready. Back to Ed Allen. Allen from 55 out. Dropped the ball strangely. Poor kick, but goal to Charlie West. Hawthorn supporters will be happy with that. Another goal to Collingwood. 2 goals in a minute. This is hurting their percentage. They were 5.5. Now they're 5. Now this is going to drop even more to 4 point something. Lions are losing percentage. A 63-point lead. They were up by 74. It's 4.7%. So in the last 2 minutes, Brisbane have lost 9.9%. It was 5.5, now it's 4.6 or 4.7. Losing a lot of they're losing percentage. Every goal Collingwood kicks is denting their percentage. And they need to win by a massive margin. $63-point lead to the Lions. Alright, ball's back in the centre. Side bomb dumps, kicks from defence to centre wing. Punch by Ainsworth, the ball is out. So boundary throw, centre wing. Ainsworth. So boundary throw again. Now, the goalie handles it to Jack Cripps. McCready, tackled. Ned Long just dump kicks it forward. West slaps it in. And underground handball. Can McCready get this? He gets past Wilmot. And ball's gone out. Boundary throw, fully out from Collingwood's goal. 10:50 left. Up this last quarter. Alright. McStay grabs the ball out, rock. Free kick to Collingwood. Can they get 3 consecutive goals? This is hurting Brisbane. They were up by 5.5%. Now they're up by 4.7%. Kick this, it might be only 4.3%. They'll lose like they've already lost like 0.7%. They might lose another 0.4%. Will make it, they'll lose like 1.2% in 3 minutes. This is hurting the Lions. Anderson's going for his third! 3 goals for Angus Anderson. Lions are losing their percentage. Hawthorn supporters are cheering. Hawthorn's barracking for Collingwood, and Brisbane are supporting Brisbane. Denting the Brisbane Lions percentage. It must be almost 4%. If Hawthorn only needs to beat West Coast by 60, they'll do it, and they'll get the 3rd spot. It's a 57-point lead. Roughly, they need to win by 80-odd points. 80-odd plus. Hawthorn needs to win by 80 plus against West Coast, and they'll get the 3rd spot. These 3 goals might be the difference of Hawthorn need to win by 110 or 90 or 80-odd points. These 3 critical goals from Collingwood's home to Brisbane Lions. They need to go play 10 minutes of full throttle football and kick 4. Oh, McCready in this one bounce from 55 out, blasts it. Oh, innocent mark by Ty Gallop. Play on, umpire said. Kicks it out wide. Marked by Zach Bailey. Backwards to Fletcher. Defensive 60 for the Lions. Kicks it sideways to Bailey. Defensive 65 for the Brisbane Lions. Kicks it. Hits Neil. Centre wing. Mark Buff, Jessa Fletcher. Chips it. Finds Ainsworth. Centre wing. Jessa Fletcher. Okay. Ashcroft. Oh, short kick, poor kick to Cripps. Jack Cripps. Now, shoots. Gives it to McCready from 60 out. Handballs out wide to Schultz. From 55 out. Kicks it at the top of the hot spot. Oh, Hayes couldn't mark it. Dump kick by Ron Steele, top of the square. And West couldn't mark it. Ashcroft gets the ball. Dump kick out defense from Ty Gallop. Straight to Dan Houston from 52 out. He can hit the distance. No, he's passing it. Gives it Josh Dacos from 60 out. Houston should just went for it. He's got a powerful kick. Now Josh Dacos top of the square to go away. No. Gallop, good punch. Dump kick by Connor McKenna. Houston marks from 80 out from goal. Dan Houston. Pumps it. Marked by Ron Steele. 55 metres out for the Collingwood Magpies. Josh Dacos gets the ball from 55 out. Handballs are Houston from 50 out. Super Bowl. Not this time. Top of the square. Over top, the ball goes out. Throw in. Ooh. Sorko attempted smother. Kind of elbow hit the Collingwood player's throat. Be interesting if that gets hooked out. Oh, good mark by Josh Dacos. Handballs it quickly to Smalling from 50. Yeah. 4 in a row. This is going to hurt the Brisbane Lions. Percentage. Wizard Watson and the Hawks will be happy with this. 4 in a row to the Collingwood Magpies. This is hurting. This is hurting the Brisbane Lions' third spot chances. One stage we're up by 5.5%, but they're not showing it. I reckon they're up. I reckon they're plus what 3.5% or 3.8. The Lions need the percentage. They're losing it. Alright, back in the centre. Collingwood's got the last 4 goals. 4 consecutive goals. This is hurting Brisbane. 7.5 minutes left. Jack Cripps, the former Lion, gives it to Jade Dacos. Brisbane up by 4%. One stage before Collingwood got these 4 goals in a row, they were up by 5.5%. They were now in 4%. They've lost 1.5% in the last 5 minutes. And another mark to Collingwood inside 50. Harrison. This will cost Brisbane third spot. Could be the difference of playing City Swans in first week finals, win that, and then they host a home preliminary. That's the difference. Harrison. From 48 metres out, Harvey Harrison, the North Adelaide recruit from SAFL, has kicked the number. It's 5 straight for Collingwood. More percentage. The Wizard Watson and Hawthorn are happy with this. They're eating into Brisbane's percentage. Watson, Mabio, Chow, Gunston, Barras. They're loving this. They're loving this. 5 consecutive goals to Collingwood. They're loving it. Brisbane's lost almost 2% in the last 7 minutes. They're loving this, the Hawks. You know what? Enjoying this. Dan Brosey, the Hawks, they're all loving this. Come back from Collingwood. Kicked 5 consecutive goals. Brisbane were up by 5.5%. I think they're up by like 3.5. They might only need to beat West Coast by 50 points. And I'll back them to beat West Coast by a lot. It's only 3.2%. 10 minutes ago, it was 5.5%. Now it's only 3.2%. Yeah, 5 minutes ago, it was 5.5%. Collingwood's kicked 5 in a row, now it's 3.2. Inside 50 again! The Membrace marked the 40 directly in front. Hawthorn's loving this. Sam Mitchell's loving this. 3.6%. Kicking that one. This is dropping like 3.4. Membrace, 35 minutes directly in front. They're loving this, the Hawks. Collingwood 6 consecutive goals if they kick this. Membre, 40 direct in front, should kick this. Wow. Remember, kicking second goal, 40 direct in front. Another one for Collingwood. This is destroying Brisbane's percentage. More smiles for the Hawks. Six smiles. Six consecutive goals to Collingwood. Good old Collingwood. Wow. 39-point lead to Brisbane. Losing a lot of percentage. Brisbane were cruising. They kicked the first 4 this last quarter. Collingwood's kicked the last 6. They're up by 70 odd points at one stage, Brisbane. Now they're only up by 39 points. This is killing their percentage. Hawthorn are happy. Hawthorn probably needs to win by 60 points on Sunday, and that's it. Back in the centre. Now, McKenna from 40 metres up, Banana directly in front. Out. 5.5 minutes left. 3.3%. Brisbane are only ahead of Hawthorn. That's going to cost them. The last 6 goals Collingwood have kicked. This is hurting their percentage. I know I'm stating the obvious. Draper in the Brisbane Lions forward line. Side bottom. Defensive 20 for Collingwood. Soccer by Morris. Goal! Soccer style. Goal to Logan Morris. 6 goals on LM. Logan Morris. He's a player they got to re-sign next year, and it means losing Neil and potentially Zach Bailey. Forwards are hard to replace compared to midfielders. And yeah, Lohman and Logan Morris are both out of contract next year, and they're still young, 22 years old. Whereas Lockley Neal's 32. He's more likely he'll leave his fair. Zach Bailey 26, 27. And you got the young 2 Ashcroft brothers that can play in the midfield. You got Rayner, McCluggage, Jared Berry, Josh Dunkley, even like Sam Marshall in the reserves. They've got so many players they can rotate in the middle. Alright, the ball's back in the middle. 45-point lead to the Lions. 5 minutes left. Draper runs with the ball, kicks inside 50. Lohman, no. Houston's free? Yep. Dan Houston's free kick. Defensive 30 for Collingwood. Houston. Kicks to Harvey Harrison. The goalie goes sideways. His back gets squeezed. Done. What a tackle. Hipwood. Advantage to the Lions. Kicks it. Lohman. Handballs over top of Logan Morris. Poor handball. He does a spin move over Josh Jacobs. Kicks. 7. LM. Logan Morris, 7. He's adding more serious to his contract for end of next year. Our contract end of next year. A lot of Victorian clubs are after the Victorian youngster. 2 years, 2 premierships. This is 3rd year. They've got to keep some money available because, yes, they want to re-sign Zach Bailey and Lockley Neal, but I think Neal, he's a unrestricted free. He can go for free. And the Brisbane can't match. But Zach Bailey, do you re-sign with big dollars with the potential of not having enough cap space for either Lohman and Logan Morris? And also, Ashcroft brothers will be out of contract in the next year or so, and they won't be on rookie salaries. So it's all about adjusting the cap for the Lions. So they may have to sacrifice both Zach Bailey and Lockley Neal. That's more late off season. So Collingwood's got the ball. McStay from 78 against his old side. Handballs Anderson. Gives it to De Goey from 40 out, 30 out. Kicks another one. Or does he? Yes, he does. This is eating up the Brisbane Lions percentage. Almost 100 points for Collingwood. 15 goals, 6 Collingwood Magpies. Good old Collingwood. They're up by 45 points. It's a nothing game for Collingwood. They're playing wildcard next week. But if LA finished 7th, I don't know why the commentators saying Collingwood will play the Friday night. I thought the team that comes 7th, because LA's likely to finish 7th Hall and Collingwood 8th. Should the team that comes 7th, it's 7th versus 10th, 8th versus 9th. Don't the team that comes 7th get the Friday night game next week? And then shouldn't Collingwood get the Saturday game? Because LA finish ahead of Collingwood. Ball's back in the middle. Draper loses it. Ed Allen, Ned Long loses the ball. And behind the ball, Lachlan Neal's free. Win quick disposal. 3:59 left. Now, Ashcroft. Ashcroft kicks it forward. Was a hit with block? No, play on. Logan Morris can kick 8th. Oh, for the boundary run for step 8. Big snags to Logan Morris. He's adding more zeros to his contract for the end of next year. Can't afford to lose him. It's like, yeah, Neal, Bailey, Morris. Out of 3 that you had to keep, you take the young key forward, Logan Morris. I mean, Bailey and Neal are good players. I'm not saying they're not. They are awesome players, but forwards are hard to replace. And Hipwood's what, 30 next year? So Morris is the future. Third year player, 21 years old, who's already got 2 premierships. And now ball's in the center. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. And it's going to be another ball up in the center. 61-point lead to the Lions. Now, quick kick from Long. Lester. Hayes. Alright, 3:27 left. 51-point lead for Brisbane Lions. Rayner can't pick the ball up. Handballs it. Ed Allen. McCready breaks one tackle, gives it correctly. Now still, Will Hayes kicks and gets smothered and goes out. Boundary throw fully out from Collingwood's goal. Boundary throw. Draper grabs the ball out, rock. Draper handballs it straight to guard. The dump kicks at defense, misses Dunkley, but Jared Berry somehow gets the ball. Left foot kick to the center wing, a straight to puncher. Poor kicks. Draper takes a mark. Defensive 55, Sam Draper. Draper, center wing. Specky, Hipwood. As an unrealistic attempt, he didn't touch the ball. Went for the Specky, didn't touch the ball. And Justice, because Loman kicked it out. Lassou, it was out for anyway. That was unrealistic attempt. Hipwood went for the Specky and he didn't touch the ball. Should have been an unrealistic attempt. So, still kicks at the half forward. Ainsworth straight to Fletcher. Kicks it. Hipwood. Ashcroft gets the ball center wing. Oh, quick hanger tackle. Free kick to Ashcroft. Kicks it. Loman from 50 out. No, Loman. Over the top to not Rayner. Rayner dances around 2 players. Handballs it. Neal couldn't get it. Loman, can he get this? Doesn't. Neal. Now, Rayner, left foot from 40 out. Kicks it. Cameron marks the goal square. Another goal. Now they've banged on number late goals. They're 4.1% ahead It's going to be interesting. Hawthorn and West Coast Eagles. Apparently that's live, I reckon, on Channel 7. In Melbourne and Adelaide. And West Australia. So they're up by 57, the Eagles. Brisbane. They probably need to win by 90 points, Hawthorn, against West Coast on Sunday. That's still doable. Neil, Dunkley, Ashcroft, Draper, Bailey, inside 50, Ainsworth, Magpie, Jack Cripps, former Lion. Side bottom, you can hear the crowd cheer for the gun, side bottom. Membry, Long. We got a minute left. So 4.1% Lions are up. They're just chipping it. There's 53 seconds left to go. Kicks to that wide. Darcy got a good inside the mark. Now, center wing, punched out the ball. Now, 26 seconds left. Draper gets the ball, but it goes straight to Josh Dacre, center wing. Does a couple of shimmies. Now on his left foot. Good mark under pressure. Zorko, 50-meter penalty, 14 seconds left. He's running real fast. Can they get another goal? 14 seconds left. Now, kicks inside 50, over the top. Bailey marks with 10 seconds left. He'll be kicking after the siren. This 6 points, everything matters for the Brisbane Lions. Could be an extra 0.3% after he kicks his goal. 15 direct in front. Hawthorn probably need to beat West Coast Eagles by 100 to get that spot. There's a chance. They just did win each call by 25 points, Hawthorn. 25 plus 25, 50. So Bailey nails what a flogging by Brisbane Lions. 20 goals, 6, 150, 26 goals, 8, 25, 9, 159, the Brisbane Lions. Good old Collingwood, 15 goals, 6, 96. That's a 63-point win by the Brisbane Lions. So 63-point win by the Lions. Logan Morris, bag of 8, best on ground, easily. He was magnificent. What a gun play, Logan Morris. End of next year, this time next year, he's out of contract. The Lions need to keep some cap space for him, and potentially you might have to sacrifice both Neil and Zach Bailey, because the Loma and Morris are both out of contract next year. Yeah. Just trying to work out. Alright, I'll sing the winners, the Brisbane Lions Club song, when I'm just trying to look for it. So well done, Brisbane Lions. What an absolutely thumping of the Collingwood Football Club by 63 massive points. Alright, I'm just trying to look for the song. Alright, so let's look at. Here we go. We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear maroon, blue and gold. We will always fight for victory like Fitzroy and Bears of old. All for one and one for all. We will answer to the call. Go Lions, Brisbane Lions. We will kick the winning score. You will hear our mighty roar. Let's go for that chorus again. We are the pride of Brisbane Lions. We wear maroon, blue and gold. We will always fight for victory like Fitzgerald and Bears of old. All for one and one for all. We will answer to the call. Go Lions, Brisbane Lions. We will kick the winning score. You will hear our mighty roar. There you go, Brisbane supporters. Congratulations to the Brisbane Lions. What a 63-point flogging against Collingwood on a Friday night at the MCG. Alright, let's look at the two team stats before I depart. And tomorrow I'll be doing the Western Bulldogs against Melbourne Demons. The Demons need to win that game tomorrow. They lose that and the Crows win. Demons drop to 7th, the Crows drop to 6th. They want that 4th spot. Oh, it's 6th spot to have next week off. Alright, going back to this game. The leading goal kickers for the Magpies. 3 to Charlie West and Angus Anderson. 2 to Membre, as well as to goalie. Singles to Spalding, Houston, Harrison, Nick Dacos, Ed Allen. For the Brisbane Lions, their leading goal kickers are 8 to Logan Morris, best on ground from 15 disposals and 8 marks. Connor McKenna, the Irishman, had 4, as well as Oscar Allen. Hitwood had 3, Charlie Cameron had 2, then singles to Rayner, Draper, Bailey and Will Ashcroft. The leading ball getters for the Collingwood Magpies are 32 to Swatling and the goalie respectively. 27 to Jay Dacos, 26 to M Dacos, 24 to Ron Steele, 23 to Allen, 22 Dan Hughes. McCready had 17, Sidebond had 16, Ned Long had 15, as well as Darcy Cameron and Lockley Schultz. For the Lions, 35 disposals to Lockley Neal. Will he be a Collingwood Magpie next year? 27 to Josh Dunkley. 25 to W. Ashcroft. Zach Bailey had 24. 22 to Jasper Fletcher. 21 to Zorko, as well as Cam Rayner. 17 disposals to Carl Lyman, as well as Jared Berry, plus Levi Ashcroft. 15 disposals to Darcy Wilmot. Logan Morris had 15, as well as Eric Hipwood, and Draper had 14. They're the leading ball getters for the Brisbane Lions. Alright, disposals. Brisbane Lions plus 11, 366 to 355. Inside 50, Brisbane plus 11, 59 to 48. Disposal efficiency. Collingwood plus 2%, 73 to 71. That's efficiency inside 50. Brisbane plus 10%, 64 to 54. Hit outs. Brisbane plus 13, 49 to 36. Clearances. The Lions plus 16, 51 to 35. Centre clearance. The Lions plus 5, 22 to 17. Stoppage clearances. The Lions plus 11, 29 to 18. Contested possession. Lions plus 14, 131 to 117. Uncontested possession. Collingwood plus 7, 228 to 221. Turnovers. Collingwood minus 6, 52 to 58, and you want to be negative. Marks, Brisbane Lions plus 28, 107 to 79. They do play that short chipping game plan here and there when they need to keep possession. Marks inside 50, Brisbane plus 6, 21 to 15. Contested marks, Brisbane plus 10, 17 to 7. Time in front, Collingwood only led for 3 minutes, whereas the Brisbane Lions led for 125 minutes. The Lions led for 97% of the game compared to Collingwood 3%. Tackles, Collingwood plus 26, 64 to 38. Tackles inside 50, Collingwood plus 5, 13 to 8. Bounces, Collingwood plus 1, 6 to 5. 1%ers, Brisbane plus 15, 47 to 32. And interchanges made, Collingwood made 69 out of 75, that's 6 more left. The Lions made 73 out of 75, they had 2 more to interchange. So that's the final score, ladies and gentlemen. The Brisbane Lions, too powerful, and I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll be doing the Melbourne vs Western Bulldogs, followed by LA Crows vs GWS Giants on a Saturday night. Thank you for watching and listening to my watch along. Hope you guys and ladies all enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll reconvene for another game tomorrow. Alright, have a good night and see ya. Yeah, 75.